Hello and welcome to Attract Mode by Lady Arcaders. I am BigScared and I will be your host for today's events. But before we get into it, I want to share a little bit of information with you. For those of you who are new here, Lady Arcaders is an all-women's gaming collective that runs weekly showcases and occasional charity events. We strive to uplift and encourage women in their gaming endeavors by cultivating a supportive environment in which to showcase their talents. Our International Day of the Girl event is coming up. On October 11th, we will be live for 12 hours straight, raising money for CARE. So please mark your calendars and join us as we get cozy in a month of horror content. Play some nice chill games. And of course, if you want to keep up with all of our events, you can join our public Discord by typing !Discord in the chat for a link. Now, I mentioned we have a month of horror planned for you here on Lady Arcaders, and we are kicking that off with a phenomenal race of heaven dust between AstridTheHorrorGirl and enbyzee. They're going to be running New Game Plus Glitchless. So without further ado, take it away, ladies.
Hello, everyone. I am AstridTheHorrorGirl, a former world record holder for this game, and I am joined also by enbyzee, also former world record holder of this game. And
hello.
enbyzee, you're wonderful and amazing. I'm excited to race you.
I am very, very excited for this race. It's been a long time coming, and cannot wait to get stopped by you.
Well, that's not going to happen. So I'm excited to be here, really. Anyways, this is a survival horror game that we like to call Resident Evil Junior. Like we said, or like BigScared said earlier, it is New Game Plus. It is glitchless. So we're going to get started here right when we press the start button. Timer is going to begin in 3, 2, 1... start. So it starts with this little sequence letting us know what's going on, which is this whole game is inspired from Resident Evil. And the first thing that me and Z are going to do is go up to this chest and grab the ninja suit and the golden eagle. Those are the New Game Plus qualities of this game. And we just need the key to be able to get out of this room. And then the game has officially begun. Pretty much. Like Resident Evil, there is a sword key. And you know how Resident Evil has like sword key, shield key, armor key, helmet key, and all that. It's a staple of Resident Evil. BigScared can tell you all about Resident Evil games.
I can also tell you about the basic plot of Heaven Dust for those who want more information. Z and Astrid are both playing as a character named Steve, which, you know, is information we learned throughout the game. Steve here doesn't remember why he's here, really. He just is. And we are unraveling the mystery of not only who he is, but what's going on, and also the greater mystery of what are the happenings at this mansion? What is the viral research that they're doing in the laboratory at the back? What is that monster that they keep way back there? And why is everyone a zombie? And the long and short of it is, oopsie, we did a biohazard. And there's some very fun flavor text. What are your favorite sort of random pieces of information from this game?
Well, I said the one before stream, but now I can't remember what it was.
It was the shenanigan.
It was Jerry doing a horrendous shenanigan or something like that.
Yeah.
I like that pigeons are referred to as like lovely darlings because of the bad translation. I'm a big fan of that.
Because this is a dev team from an eastern part of the world, I'm not sure exactly which country, but I know it's a South Asian dev team. And there is some pretty persistent and aggressive translation errors in this game that makes the puzzling complicated. You not only need to figure out what they're asking of you, you need to figure out the way that they want you to input that information as well. So some of these puzzles require you to know the names, job titles, and gender of the employee. So we noticed that they entered SEM as a password in a computer there. That is information about someone's name, gender, and job. There's also date puzzles. There are several safes that require you to know information within the room. As we can see, the office with all the paintings in it, that is a puzzle room. You need to know the contents of that room. But it's not just about knowing the solution, it's how you enter that as well. And so this is a really tricky experience, not because it's intentionally hard, but because it's unintentionally hard.
And I already messed up. In the very beginning, I forgot to pick up the key, so I had to go run back down that hallway to go get it.
And yet you're both making this look so effortless.
One of the most interesting things about this game, just by movement tech, is something that you'll notice that me and enbyzee will do is we'll try our very best to go in straight lines, even though it's not necessarily like, oh, but why do you turn at like the last minute? It's because Steve actually picks up momentum as he goes. So you want to keep him traveling in as straight a line as possible so he keeps going faster. If he has to turn or move or deviate from his course, he starts slowing down a bit. And so we're just trying to move in a way that he maintains maximum Steve velocity.
Steve Velocity.
Yes, Steve velocity.
And there are some enhancements you can get to enhance and make his Steve velocity even more powerful. As you notice, Astrid and Z are not picking up a lot of the shining objects that are being dropped by zombies. Those are tokens that you can use in the various vending machines around the map. There are upgrades you can get in there for Steve's accuracy, for his endurance, but there's also a speed boost in there too, and you do not need to have these on your person. Once you buy them and throw them in your box, they're in there forever. So these are passive boosts that do add up, and you might notice that they are moving a little bit faster than they would be otherwise.
Okay, please don't stand there. No. Sometimes you think that a zombie is really, because with the golden eagle, you will kill every zombie in one shot, but sometimes 2 shots.
Yep, and that sometimes can really wreck you.
Yes, it is very unfortunate.
And I want to point out that the 1 to 2 shots is a significant improvement. On a casual playthrough, if you're just going a new game, the regular gun, it takes 5 to 6 shots to down a zombie.
Yep.
These are not weak zombies at all. They're very robust, and they can stun lock you and instant kill you.
Yeah, if you get more than 1 zombie attacking you at the same time, that could be game over right there.
Yep.
And if it's more than 2, it's over. Like that's it. You're not getting out of that. So keeping your distance from zombies is an important thing, but also me and Z are ridiculous. So we get very close to them and try to run by, but we can mostly do that because of the ninja suit, which lowers the aggro range of the zombies considerably. It's another fun perk about New Game Plus.
Yep. It's amazing. Don't play New Game. Just don't run New Game. It's so bad without the ninja suit.
I was gonna say, you have to play New Game at least once to get the ninja suit and the gold.
Yes.
It's true. Unfortunately, it is true.
And the aggro radius is not the most unfortunate part about the zombie hordes, we will get to this in a little bit later. I have a specific complaint about a specific area of this game that y'all will see when we get there. But in the meantime, y'all get to enjoy the precise movement and beautiful aim that both of these racers have. This is incredible gameplay from both of them.
Z is the master, though.
I mean,
No.
a maestro learns to be good from an excellent teacher. And so
And
you
that's who I learned
cannot
it
credit
from.
Z as being good without also praising yourself. Okay?
I have truly
Thank
been
you.
surpassed by my pupil.
And similarly, Z's competition has made you better at the game too, Astrid.
That's true. Earlier
Like-
in the run, there was a moment where we went to a safe and there were all these spikes coming out of the ground. Z was the daring individual who said, "What if we just ran back after grabbing it? What's the worst that could happen?" And I always thought the worst that could happen would be death, but Z was just like, "Nah, you won't die." And Z was right. And that kind of like blew my mind, and it really saved a lot of time on the run.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If I had not seen Astrid run this game, I would have never run this game. I enjoyed playing it casually, but I never thought about doing it as a speedrun. And then I saw Astrid play it, and I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely, I need to do this.
Now, I want to point out that pigeon, not just because it's a beautifully rendered asset, and not only because the puzzle by which to obtain the whistle to get the pigeon is a little obtuse. No, the pigeon is more significant than you think it is, because while Z and Astrid will only interact with it once here today on Lady Arcaders, you can, in a casual playthrough, bring a very specific object to that pigeon to trigger a secret ending to the game.
You can indeed.
Should I spoil what the object is?
Do it.
It's your blood. You have to bring a blood sample to that pigeon. She flies off with it, and then you get a different ending at the end of this.
Which I have yet to see.
Me either, because of reasons we'll get into. There are also a couple other really interesting objects in this game. There is a potion you can make that will lower enemy aggro and render you nearly invisible. It has a similar effect to the ninja suit that they are both wearing, but it is a one-time use object, which presents its own challenges and complications, right? Single use, when do you use this? There is a variety of like waypoint objects. So some of these are keys, some of these are glass plates, some of these are other things like parts of a viral component. All of these objects have really interesting flavor text that go along with them. My favorite is the half a key that you have to get in the laundry because someone was like, dang, I got mustard on my coat and I locked the key in there with the laundry. And so like they send you on a whole quest to like get the mustard coat. It's phenomenal.
That's just called good game design, honestly.
It is. It's truly good.
One of my favorite things about games like this, Resident Evil inspired games, is finding the journals of dudes who are just like, yeah, I took this cockroach and gave it the ability to fire like bullets and travel through time and space. I hope it doesn't escape. And you turn the page and it's like, it's out, it's killing people. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And I think on that note, it's important to unpack what exactly they're doing here. In Heaven Dust, the TLDR on the viral research is that random people, we'll give them generic names like John and Dave and Steve, discovered a virus that is temperature dependent. In certain climates, it invokes certain types of behaviors. And so they're doing this research on like how to develop it into a thing that does mind control for, of course, military application. So we have multiple versions of this virus in this game. There is the Europa virus and the other one with the E name that I'm brain farting on. TLDR, when you mix one with the other, it becomes heaven dust, which is what's resulting in these zombies.
I just got trolled by a zombie.
That's
it was
not good.
slightly behind a wall, so while trying to shoot it, it decided, no, there's no zombie there. I'm not going to lock onto that. So I missed like 2 or 3 shots in a row.
Steve has very interesting decisions about how to interact with zombies. One would think that he would just deal with them, but sometimes he doesn't. And it's just kind of like, well, I could give up. And it's like, Steve, please don't.
I think my favorite is Steve's extremely prolonged stun animation.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so long.
You're like, bestie, please, I'm begging of you. And in the time it takes him to recover, the zombie is back up in your face again.
Yep. Let's go. I got good door RNG.
Oh, I know what that means. Please, door, do the same thing for me. Oh, no, I did not.
Anyone's game.
Oh no. Oh, but I got bad hallway RNG. We got hit by a zombie.
So as we can see, much in Resident Evil fashion, the enemy AI is unpredictable. Yes, there are patterns that can be recognized, but at the end of the day, where they go is their business, and they're gonna go wherever they want. They are strong, independent zombies, and sometimes they'll just be in the wrong place. And I'm very curious how that's gonna play out as this run finishes up, because
It's Z's
as
fault.
we can...
I want to point out.
You're not even at the nightmare hallway yet.
We will,
Like-
but the nightmare hallway used to be fine, and then Z made it worse.
I did.
no.
I did make it worse. And I do actually apologize for that because I made it so much worse.
At least you have a legendary claim. You have invented tech that is so good it cannot be denied.
It's true. I would like us to play that hallway differently, but we won't because it's too good.
Honestly, I would like to play that hallway differently too.
What if
I
we
will be
just have a
playing it-
truce? Hey, let's both take the wheel.
I already left the wheel. I left it way behind.
One of you gets the wheel, the other gets the battery, and we all live happily ever after. So we mentioned various story-related pieces that you need to solve puzzles. As we can see, both contenders are using a variety of masks. There are 6 masks in the game. Only 4 of them matter. And it is up to you, the player, to determine which ones are the unimportant ones. I'm going to spoiler it for you. It's the ones that are labeled 2 and 3.
Yeah, it's pretty. They're pretty obvious about which ones are the right ones.
I
But-
missed the door. The rotating
Still not.
wall.
Oh no, you didn't get the rotating wall.
Yeah. And all the
if
zombies
you're
in front
fast
of the
enough-
door took 4 shots.
Oh, if you're fast enough, you can get it through the revolving door while the cutscene is playing. But it's a really tight window. I just picked up a hand.
Yeah, so there are not only security locks that require you to know personal information, there are security locks that require you to know data, like numbers and dates. There are also security locks that require you to have biomarkers. So earlier in the game, at least for a casual playthrough, you get a thumbprint. It's like a replica thumbprint. And you use that on a couple doors. But the required one for the run here is a frozen hand.
Yep.
That you need to collect to open a very specific bioscanner for the director of the laboratory. It is biocoded to him and him alone, and it cannot be replicated. So, yeah, in true Ethan Winters fashion, you have to carry around a hand for a bit.
True.
I almost died in the very bad hallway.
Yeah, so that's the hallway I was talking about earlier when I said it's very easy to get stun locked, and it's very easy for the zombies to just sort of do their thing. With the one item you can go through, but it has a timer on it of 2 minutes. So unless you beat this eyeball boss fast enough, you're still gonna have to contend with that horde on your way back through. And specifically, that horde is why I have never finished this game.
Unless you have the wheel.
Wow.
And if you have the wheel, you can kill all the zombies in one fell swoop on the way back from the boss. And Z was just like, but what if we didn't? So we don't take it anymore. So we have to deal with the zombies on the way back.
It's true, it's true.
Yeah.
My claim to fame is not much of a claim to fame, more of a claim to hate. Infamy, I guess.
And as we can see, both contenders are running back to the start of the mansion. Time for the run will be the moment the first timer appears on the ground. The game will literally call time for us, and it will determine who wins.
That's time for me.
Congratulations.
Dang. Good job, Z.
Oh, you
Find
too.
your
Good job.
moment.
You're really close.
I still miss the wheel. I remember when I would just go, oh, I could just spin the wheel and it'll be fine. Yeah, good racing.
That's time for Astrid. Good job. That was a good race.
Congratulations.
We were really, really close. Like, a couple times I looked over to stream and we were in sync.
Yeah. It came down to that one door.
Yep.
And that's how this goes. Would you like to describe how the any % run goes real quick?
I'll let Astrid do the honors.
Okay. So there is a door that right at the beginning you can go in and you can kind of merge with its collision, and the collision of the door will put you on the top, like, walls of the game. And as you're moving around the map of the game, you can just skip everything and then just open the necessary doors that you need to do, use a different door to get back on the wall, walk all the way over to the end boss, kill it, run back through those zombies, get on that door again, and then just run out. And that's the any % run, is just getting launched by doors onto the top of the map.
Except one of those doors is a meanie head.
Yes.
It's very spiteful, yeah.
One of those doors is extremely unfortunate, and I am not a fan of that door.
But impressive run. Both of you are phenomenal contenders, and I hope you're proud of what you did here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was a great race. Thank you so much, Astrid.
Thank you so much, enbyzee.
Where can we
Wanna-
find you both?
Yeah.
You can find me on, well, twitch.tv/AstridTheHorrorGirl. I play horror games, I speedrun horror games, and I play other things too sometimes as well, but that's mostly what goes on.
I am enbyzee. You can find me at enbyzee on Twitch. I stream usually 3 days a week, maybe 4 if I'm lucky. This is also the door, by the way. That's a real big pain in the butt.
It's very spicy.
But yeah, you can find me on Twitch. I stream, like I said, 3 to 4 days a week, and not really on many other platforms except for YouTube. But yeah, thank you all for having me here, and thank you, Astrid, for racing me. This was so fun. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and it was so great to actually get to do this.
Me too. Thank you so much.
I can't wait for your rivalry to go down in the ages.
Yes.
Never ending.
Thank you again for being here. Folks, don't go anywhere, because while this race might be over, our showcase today is not. We have another run coming up for you after our brief intermission, so please stick around because we're going to have Lollipop Chainsaw New Game Plus Any Percent by Dijon Ketchup. All right, thank you again for joining us here on Attract Mode, presented by Lady Arcaders. Next time, on October 5th, we have a full night of silly horror games. We've stacked the lineup for you to keep Halloween month rolling, and as such, we've got a wide variety of things. We've got Flufftopia by Selkuth Mind. We've got Satan Loves Cake by Joe Josie. We've got Pony Island by Lori D. Bunnykins. We've got Depth Trips by the one and only Metroid Crime. And we've got the Voodoo Creek Cheek Freak by a streamer named BigScared. Oh wait, that's me! That's me. I'll be back next time. And if you need a break from the horror, don't worry, because our International Day of the Girl event is coming up on October 11th. We have 12 full hours of cozy gaming where we will be raising money together to benefit CARE. Additionally, I want to remind you all before we head out that submissions for Attract Mode showcases are always open, year-round, and we would love to have you join us and show off things that you love. Not just gaming content, but related content as well. All you gotta do is check out ladyarcaders.com/start for the handy submission link. And on a related note, if you're interested in helping out behind the scenes with Lady Arcaders, we are also accepting volunteers year-round. So make sure you go to ladyarcaders.com/start. You'll find everything you need to apply there. Stick around. We are going to be raiding into one of our community members. You might remember her from earlier in the showcase. We're gonna see AstridTheHorrorGirl. So stay tuned. Thank you for being here. Grab that raid message, and we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.